one, Raelene Byrne, medicine for your spirit. We've come through the eclipse season. We've come through this really fiery, feisty full moon. And now we've got to integrate everything. And there's a lot of stuff's been stirred up for people, and it's okay. It's just how it is at the moment. So, take time, be gentle with yourself, be tender, and start looking at some of the perhaps choices that you're making that could be habitual. And what else? How can I expand into something else? Because the energy now is about expanding. It's really about coming out even more of our own soul energy. But before I take a call, I just want to share this story from my own personal life, and it's so cute and I love it, and I think it's a sign of things to come with this new generation. So I have a 6-year-old grandson, and recently I picked him up from school, and he's in the car, and he said to me, they call me Murmur, short for mermaid. He said, Murmur, what does the word namaste mean? Because I always, namaste. And I said to him, what do you think it means? And he said, I think it might be Indian for hello. This is a 6-year-old. And I said, well, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. I said, what is it? What does that word mean for you? And he said, I like how it makes me feel. I said, oh, so how do you feel when you say that word? And he said, I feel calm in my heart and soft. And anyway, I said to him, well, what it actually means for a child's understanding is my heart sees and recognises your heart. And he went, oh, okay. Anyway, he said, every morning when the teacher calls out my name, the old school roll call that we all went through, when the teacher calls my name, he said, I always say, namaste. And I laughed and I said, what does your teacher say? And he said, nothing. I said, do the kids in the class say anything to you? And he said, no, but one person asked me what it was and I told him, and so now he says it as well. And I just had this vision of 24 children in a classroom. Imagine for a moment, 24 kids every morning when the teacher calls their name saying namaste. Could you imagine what day that teacher would have? Could you imagine that level of respect and honouring that the teacher would feel, but also the kids would feel? So I just I smiled to myself and thought, this is how change happens. This is how the ripple effect happens. One child being themselves, saying something, someone else latching on, and then it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm just waiting to see how that unfolds now, and I'll keep you posted. But right now I have a caller from Massachusetts, Carolyn.
Yes,
how can I help? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Good, thank you.
Great. So how can I help or be of support or guidance or inspiration perhaps for you today?
Okay. I have a question on finances.
Finances,
my husband lost his job. My husband lost his job today.
Okay.
And I want to know what's going to happen. Where are we going to head? What do you see for us financially?
Well, let's just go generally first. I'll pull some cards for you. Generally, there is a big wobble going on, and it's been, how do I put it without freaking anyone out? There's a wobble going on financially in the world.
Yep.
And
Yep.
our old idea of money and finances has been our safety and our security. And it's also been something that, we put a value towards around our level of success or our level of comfort. And now around the world, it's shifting dramatically because basically they're running out of money, inverted commas. Like they can print as much as they like, but the value of it is shifting. And because the world is shifting from an old system into a new system, we're in this really weird, energetic dynamic right now of shifting our association and our attachment to the old rules around money. And now we've got to start finding new ways, new understanding, new levels of exchange. That's a big thing that's going on. And it's very subtle, but it is happening. So the first thing I want to say for you personally, that's a general thing. What I want to say to you personally is just remember that what we think is what we create. So if you're worried about it, you're going to create more stress around it. If you've got more stress around the situation, then you're not going to be able to access solutions to move through it. You're not going to be able to see a way through. So even though it's chaotic at the moment, and it could be frightening or terrifying, the thing is, okay, this situation's been presented. All the answers, all the solutions, there are solutions, there are answers, there are ways to get through this. We may have to broaden our look at this right now, but there are ways to get through it. So we've got to stay calm, and we've got to stay relaxed in our nervous system, and then that allows us to be receptive. So that gives us the space for new things to come up. So I feel that even though your husband lost his job and at the moment it's a shock and it's a tremor that's going through you all, the feeling I get, because I've got the goosebumps running through me right now, is the sense of in another month or two, it will be seen as such a blessing, because something else will be open for you. It's something else that maybe you both wanted to do, or maybe he's wanted to explore, or maybe you've wanted to investigate, is going to start presenting itself, and there'll be this sense of focused intention towards it. And I think that's one of the things you've got to make sure you work with at the moment, is focused intention around what you want, and not go into the fear. The fear will restrict and close you down. The focused intention will open you up, and the feeling that, you know, we're not destitute. We have got abilities and we can utilise them. And I don't know the situation. Oops, the cards are going everywhere. I don't know the situation in your country, but from what I gather, what the feeling I get is that things are pretty hard around.
Yeah, but he didn't lose his job because the company is failing. This is a billion-dollar company that he worked for. My question is, do you see him getting another job fairly soon, or do you feel this being the better a better opportunity to find another job? He wasn't going anywhere really in his job.
Yeah,
do you find him going?
Sometimes things happen to get us moving. This year is one about abundance. It's one about our soul stepping forward. So if there's things that he's been, you know, putting up with, I want to say that, putting up with or settling for, we can't do that anymore. We've got to start going for what we want. So will he get another job? Let me just see what's going on here. So the energy I'm getting around this is the energy of fertility. So fertility, this is a this is about new beginnings. It's about new offerings. It's bodacious, bountiful blessings coming through. So this is about very much around, there is something else on the horizon. I feel very strongly something on the horizon. It might take him a week or two to get his head together around, okay, now I've got to show up in other ways. But it's around, and this is about versatility. This is about opening up to new things. So this beautiful blessing here, this is a blessing, fertility, is creativity, it's abundance, it is new beginnings, it is new things, but you've got to treat it like you would as something in gestation. So there's something that's not quite ready for him yet, but I feel and I keep getting 2 to 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, there will be something that's ready for him. So there could be another role that
he's getting paid until August. He'll get paid until August. He'll get paid until like June, July, like July or August, he said. Yeah. That they'll pay him. So we have enough time.
You've got time, but I feel that this next role that he'll be stepping into is whoever or whatever that is, the person will be they haven't vacated it yet, or they haven't retired or whatever. So it's like somebody else has to leave a role before he can step in. So be open to that. That's what I'm saying. He needs to be open. There's another role for him. Pardon?
Because it could be management. He's a builder.
Well, it could be. I don't know, but I'm just getting somebody. Sorry?
Okay. He builds big buildings.
Like the next thing for him somebody's going to leave, or somebody has to retire before he can step in. So the next role for him isn't open yet, but not to worry. You've got to actually start staying relaxed with this. and allowing the opportunities to land, because we can only step into opportunities when we receive them. If we're stressed,
Exactly.
worried, anxious, they don't come because we're not attracting them. When you're relaxed, they
Manifesting.
come. Okay?
Manifest. Yes, thank you. So
And I
don't
just want to
worry,
see what he needs to surrender. What's your husband's name?
David.
David. Okay, what does David need to surrender around this work, money situation? Yeah, they'll be fine. I keep getting, you'll be fine. There's no need to worry. I keep hearing there's no need to worry at all.
Good.
And I think whatever it is that's next will be something that he'll really enjoy. He'll feel more, the word I'm hearing for him, he'll feel more valued. Okay.
Valued. He doesn't feel valued now, right? Okay.
Yeah, whatever the next role is, I think he will feel more valued. That's what I'm hearing. That's the words I'm hearing. And this is the card. He needs to surrender to wonder and awe. So what does that mean? It means open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you open, will keep you connected into the ecstasy of flow. Exactly what we said. It keeps you open to things to come in. You know, if we constrict our energy, then we're only going to have come to us or step into something at that same restricted level. But if we're open, relaxed, and expansive, we've opened our energy field to receive more of the things that to align with us where we're at. So in a nutshell, you guys are going to be fine. There is another role coming for him. He will feel more valued, and I feel it's a step up for him. So that's what I'm being shown.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hope that's helpful.
Thank you so much.
Good luck with that.
Okay, well, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes, so this is a message for everyone. Whatever's going on in your life, you go into stress, you're going to contract, nothing can come in. You go into relaxation and acceptance, you open up, and the solutions and different ways come to you, different opportunities. And that's as simple as it can be. That's how Medicine for Your Spirit works. So thanks for being with me. It's always an honour. Namaste. Maybe go out in the day and say that once or twice and see what happens. And I'll look forward to seeing you next week.